Hi, David. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, looking forward to it also. Thanks so much for joining us. I gotta tell you, I'm a huge fan of you and your band. I don't know, I know that we played a lot and we crossed paths a lot, but I first saw you with Camper Van Beethoven. I think you were opening for REM, but when I was in college, your band was the shit, and it was part of one of the reasons that got me into music. So. You're an inspiration, and I just wanted to tell you that. So thanks a lot for joining us, and I'm so looking forward to the show.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Was that at the was that show you saw Camper Van Beethoven? Was that University of Colorado
Yeah.
Boulder, like in
Uh-huh.
the kind of basketball area or
Yeah.
whatever
Is
like
the
that?
CU
Yeah.
Event Center, I think is what it was.
Okay. No, that's what it
Yeah.
was. Something like that. Yeah, that's fun. That was the first show we actually did with them. We were sort of
Wow.
had our took us a moment to get our sea legs playing on a bit, going from clubs, like little clubs, to suddenly playing on like a big stage like that. It was kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
I remember that moment really clearly. So, well, glad you were at that show.
Nice. So what's going on with you nowadays? You have some huge hits. You've had a ton of success. You've done a lot of stuff. What's next for you, David?
Well, we have some Cracker shows coming up this summer. We also are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Camper Van Beethoven's first album.
Nice.
So we just did 2 nights at the Fillmore, sold out in San Francisco. And so there's a few Camper Van Beethoven shows scheduled throughout the summer.
Sweet.
But I also have a solo set coming out. It's kind of a weird project. It's like more or less like in lieu of an autobiography. I just sort of did almost like a musical of sort of my story and people in my life. It's a 3 LP, 2 CD box set. Comes out May 30th.
That sounds awesome. The solo thing is a really I love that you get to do a lot of these sort of I mean you just seem to be able to do whatever the hell you want, and I admire that. I'm hoping to do some solo stuff myself, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, the thing about the solo stuff that keeps you humble because you go from playing for me, you go from playing from 500 people down to 100 people, just because that's the
Yeah.
way it is with a solo project. But there's certain sort of creative things about doing a solo thing that's neat. Like you can kind of play with, you know, I think I play with on my solo album, I think I played with 20 21 different musicians across the course of the
Wow.
album, and the style really moves around a lot. And there's everything from just something with me with an acoustic guitar singing to like, 48 tracks of strings and
Wow.
vocals. So it's creatively it's good. Commercially, it's not
Nice.
always the best idea.
Nice. How many times have you done Red Rocks? I think you might have played one with us, but I know you've been there several other times.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly. I know it's at least two other times.
Hmm.
One was when we were on tour, when we sort of had our big cracker hits in the like '94. That was, I think, with Spin Doctors and Jim Blossom's package show. But yeah, then there was another show, and I guess it may have been with you. I don't remember what
Yeah,
year that would have been.
I don't either.
So That's a lot of shows. You know how it is? Like it's a lot of shows. It's like, hey, I remember playing this venue. I have no idea what year we were here, or you know, but I'll remember the venue, and stuff like that. Of
Yeah.
course, Red Box really stands out. Looking forward to that show. We got our five. We're bringing our 5 piece, so we're bringing our violin player, so we can
Sweet.
play a
All the
little.
Beethoven stuff.
We can play a little bit of the Camper Van Beethoven stuff. Anne is more of a kind of a blues rock. She's pretty rock and roll. It's kind of like playing with a violin, Jimmy Page or something like that.
Nice.
So I think it's be good for this setting here at Red Rocks. So,
Awesome. Well, June 7th is the day. I think doors are at 4:30 or so, and we'll be joined by Cheap Trick. I don't know if you heard of them. I don't know if I've heard of them before either, but
yeah, yeah.
new
But
band.
they're from Milwaukee. Where? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
funny.
it's
Now
going to be
that's a
amazing.
band that's like their albums were like some of the first albums I bought.
Me
So
too. Me
yeah,
too. So it's going to be epic. And again, thanks for joining us. I can't wait to see you again, and
yeah,
we're going to have a great time.
yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it. So,
All right,
and
buddy.
hopefully we get to play some other shows together this summer. So,
Yeah, I hope
uh,
so too.
all right.
All right, David, you be well.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.